What is the abstinence-only model of AI? It's exactly what you think it is. If you weren't raised religious, that term might mean nothing to you. In the US, at least, it refers to just trying to scare teenagers away from having sex by telling them that the only appropriate thing to do is to just not ever. Abstinence-only education doesn't stop teen pregnancy. Sex ed doesn't stop teen pregnancy either, but it does a better job at it, as well as preventing the transmission of sexually transmitted infections. Purity-based education systems, like abstinence-only, don't give teenagers the tools that they need in order to actually make informed decisions. What if we think about usage of artificial intelligence tools in a similar path? It isn't our responsibility to stop children from using artificial intelligence, but it is our responsibility to teach them the dangers of it and when it is appropriate to use it. And also what's good about it and what can be life-saving or life-giving or life-affirming or just fun. I just finished AI Needs You by Verity Harding, and she talks about how we can use the space race as a model for how we can regulate AI. The space race was happening during the Cold War, the era of nuclear proliferation. Nukes are as scary as AI. Some say less, some say more. People could push buttons that would end humanity as we know it. That was a frightening time. With the distance of history, it feels like, oh, well, we made it through on the other side. But that's like moral amnesia. It was frightening. Harding's argument is that we didn't end up with nukes in space, and she doesn't use these specific words. We didn't end up with nukes in space because we didn't take an abstinence-only approach to military power in space. You can read more details in the Peace and War chapter. I've put the book in my affiliate reading list. But part of how we avoided nukes in space was by collaborating with the enemy, publicly signaling a willingness to work with someone who's intent on destroying you. That was a crazy maneuver, and it worked. It, in a word, was good leadership. In my video about Elise Myers and liberal purity culture, I talked about Brian Stevenson's use of strategy to change laws at the Supreme Court level, and Dr. King's demand for strategy in how they moved through the social rights movement. You can watch my other videos about liberal purity culture and strategy. They are online everywhere. But for now, it is summer, the year has ended, and I think it is time for us to make an intellectual shift in recognizing that children will be using these tools and there will be almost nothing we can do to stop them in many contexts. So what does a new curriculum look like? What does an AI education as opposed to AI abstinence education program look like? I don't know, but this is a good place to start. For any of these, like and follow for more. I'll be covering this one more in the next few videos.